Look, Microsoft's CEO just dropped a warning that honestly should absolutely terrify any business owner, executive, or manager who's currently rushing to adopt AI. It is a stark, super urgent message. Basically, if you rely on a single AI provider, you are essentially outsourcing your company's brain, and your business might not even survive the year. So let's dive into this explainer, because the stakes for your company literally could not be higher right now. I mean, listen to this quote. If you rely on a single provider, you've already outsourced your thinking. The sheer irony here is just staggering, right? Because it's coming from Satya Nadella. This is the guy who spearheaded Microsoft's multi-billion-dollar investments into proprietary AI labs like OpenAI. Why on earth would the person who literally funded the biggest AI revolution in history suddenly be telling businesses to stop trusting a single provider? Well, to figure out that logic loop, we really need to look at what's actually happening in the market right now. To put things into perspective, ground yourself in this number, 140,000. That is the cold, hard reality of the tech landscape today. Over 140,000 tech jobs have been slashed just this year. We're seeing massive giants, everyone from Oracle to Meta, radically restructuring their entire organizations in the name of AI efficiency. So, this isn't just theoretical anymore. Companies are gutting their workforces and betting the entire house on AI. But as we're about to see, a lot of them are walking straight into a trap. To make sure you don't fall into that exact same trap, here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The AI survival threat. 2. The Trojan horse strategy. 3. Rethinking infrastructure. 4. The open weight shift. 5. Owning your data. And 6. The ultimate control paradox. By the time we wrap up this explainer, you're going to have a 5-step survival stack blueprint. It's the exact architectural strategy that separates the companies that will thrive from the ones just, praying for the best. All right, let's jump straight into section 1, the AI survival threat, or how you might be outsourcing your company's brain. Right now, businesses are feeling this immense, almost suffocating pressure to adapt AI to get those efficiency gains. You hear CEOs preaching about it everywhere, but the fatal flaw here is that most companies completely lack the technical architecture to avoid vendor lock-in. So I really have to ask, are you training your executioner? We need to completely reframe how we look at these AI labs. They aren't just your partners. In a lot of ways, they're more like data vampires. When you rely on one single provider, they are absorbing your internal workflows, your proprietary logic, and your absolute deepest corporate secrets through every daily prompt you send them. Which brings us nicely to section 2, the Trojan horse strategy and the very real danger of those data vampires. Nadella actually holds a bit of an outlier perspective here, and it's a vital distinction to make. See, for everyday consumers, giving up our data privacy is generally seen as an acceptable value exchange. We trade our data for access to powerful, free tools. We do it every single day, no big deal. But for a business, that exact same value exchange is literally a death sentence. If you feed your highly contextual, sensitive data to a single AI provider, you're just training them to eventually build a competing service that could replace you entirely. You're giving away the very logic that makes your business, your business. Now, full disclosure, we do need to step back and look at the broader chessboard here, because there is definitely a self-serving twist. Nadella's warning is completely strategically sound, but we have to acknowledge the paradox. Microsoft actively profits by selling you the exact alternative, multi-model cloud infrastructure that he's recommending you use to stay safe. But here's the crucial takeaway. You have to separate the messenger's financial incentives from the undeniable truth of the message itself. The threat is 100% real, regardless of who's selling you the armor. Okay, let's hit section 3, rethinking infrastructure and building your survival stack. Time to pivot from the existential dread to an actual actionable solution. So here is your blueprint, the 5-step survival stack. Step 1, and honestly, this is where so many companies stumble right out of the gate, is swapping your coding tools. You absolutely must abandon those built-in locked harnesses like ChatGPT Codex. If your developers are entirely tied to one ecosystem, you're already locked in. Instead, you've got to transition to independent coding agents. You need tools that let you swap out the underlying AI models instantly on the back end without completely disrupting your team's workflow. That kind of agility, that's your first line of defense. And that brings us to step 2, which requires a completely new piece of architecture, the AI gateway. Let's demystify this a bit, because it is non-negotiable if you want to break free from vendor lock-in.
Basically, an AI gateway is an infrastructure layer that sits right between your employees and the AI models. It makes sure that your company's context, your specific props, and your institutional memory are kept totally, strictly separate from the provider. You own the gateway, you route the requests, and most importantly, you maintain absolute control over the flow of information.
All right, moving into Section 4, the open weight shift, which is all about owning your logic now that your gateways are in place. You really have to clearly contrast the two paths in front of you. On one side, you have proprietary models like GPT-4. Now, they are incredibly powerful for sure, but you don't own them. On the flip side, you have open weight models like Llama or Mistral. For a real, lasting survival strategy, you've got to take a hybrid approach. It's totally fine to use proprietary models for general, low-risk tasks. But for your core business logic, you must shift to open weight models. Because they run on your own private hardware, you legally own the weights, the actual learned parameters of the AI. That means your core logic stays in-house, completely cut off from any data vampires.
Which leads directly into Section 5, owning your data and tapping into the metadata goldmine.
Because actually, scratch that. Just separating your prompts at the gateway isn't enough. You literally have to hoard your own data. This is a hard, non-negotiable rule. You need to retain the metadata from every single AI interaction that happens inside your company. How exactly are your employees prompting? What are the success rates looking like? What internal systems are they querying the most? This metadata is absolute digital gold. By leveraging this usage data, you can build custom internal logic that no outside vendor could ever replicate. Strategically, you need to be preparing to use all this hoarded data to train your very own custom rates within the next 2 years. That is what true independence looks like. And finally, Section 6, the ultimate control paradox, and how your organization physically needs to evolve.
Let's look at how some of the smartest players out there are already pulling this off. Take Coinbase, for example. They've instituted what they call one-person teams. By empowering just a single employee with a stack of independent AI tools, they're achieving this crazy, unprecedented level of agility. Then you have Cloudflare, focusing on layer removal. They're aggressively flattening their management structure to get deep structural efficiency. The big takeaway here? True restructuring means achieving efficiency through AI empowerment. It definitely doesn't mean lazily replacing your human staff with one single vendor's chatbot, which honestly just leaves you entirely at that vendor's mercy.
So what is the core thesis of this whole explainer? Well, it's really the ultimate paradox of the modern business era. You absolutely have to use AI to survive. If you don't, your competitors are going to outpace you in a heartbeat. But you must never blindly trust the people making the AI. Blindly trusting a single tech giant is just a massive strategic failure. You've got to build your own walls, route your own gateways, and own your own weights. I really want to leave you with this final, super powerful thought. Control the infrastructure, or you are just a tenant in your own business. Think about it. If you ignore this warning, if you just keep outsourcing your company's brain to a single provider, who actually holds the keys to your future? Are you building a lasting enterprise? Or are you just renting space on a tech giant's server until they decide they don't need you anymore? Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer.